Hello guys, this is my day 26 of self-improvement. Today I am going to continue the revision series of the chapter Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. So yesterday I talked about till schedule 1 of the Foreign Exchange Management Current Account Transaction Rule 2000. So I am going to continue till schedule 2. So in schedule 2 it talks about the transactions which are it talks about the transaction which are restricted but which can be performed by an individual or a body corporate by taking the approval of RBI. So the first is cultural tour and the permission taken by the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, Department of Youth, Culture and Education. So next is department, the same department approval is taken from same department, and the which is Department of Human Resource. Ministry is same, Ministry of Human Resource, but the department is Department of Youth Affairs and Education, and the transaction is remittance for sports sponsorship or purchase price. Remittance for the sponsorship or purchase prize money outs or sponsorship. I'm going to start this point again. Remittance for purchase price. Prize money, remittance for prize money and sponsorship of the any sports activity abroad by a person other than an international, national, state level sports body, and the amount involved exceeds the amount exceeds the US dollar 1 lakh, then the permission is taken from Human Resource Development Ministry, and the department is Youth Affairs and Culture. The next transaction is advertisement in the foreign print media by the state government and its PSU. If the amount involved increases rupees US dollar 10,000, but except if the advertisement is for the purpose of international bidding, foreign investment, promotion of tourism, then it is and the permission is taken from Ministry of Finance, Department of Economic Affairs. So the next fourth transaction is remittance for the membership of P&I club, and that approval is taken from Ministry of Finance and Insurance Division. And the fifth transaction is remittance for the freight charges of a vessel chartered by the PSU. So in this, the permission is taken from Ministry of Surface Transport, Ministry of Surface Transport, chartering wings. Then the next transaction is a payment on import through ocean transport by the government department or its PSU through on the CIF basis, that is cost insurance freight basis, and the permission is taken from the same department, Ministry of Ministry of Surface Affair Transport, and department's name is chartering wings. So the next is multimodal transport operator making the remittance of commission to his foreign agent abroad. So in this, the permission is taken from Registered Certificate of Director General of Shipping. And the next is remittance for the container detention charges if the rate exceeds the rate prescribed by the Directorate General. So in this again the permission is taken from Director General of Shipping. And then the last transaction is uh, remittance for the hiring charges of the transponder in TV channels. Then the permission is taken from Ministry of Information and Technology, Information Broadcasting. And when it is for internet service provider, internet service provider, then the permission is taken from Ministry of Information and Technology. Understand there are two types of charges. First is television, and second one is internet service provider. For television, the permission is taken from Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, whereas in case of internet service provider, the permission is taken from Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. So this is Schedule 2. Now we move to Schedule 3. Schedule 3 talks about the restricted personal transaction that an individual can do with the approval from RBI. Be careful here. The permission is taken from the RBI, not from the central government. So there are two parts. Sub part is for individual and the second part is for body corporate. So we move to second part. An individual can avail the foreign exchange up to limit of rupees of $250,000 for any transaction. But if he want to exceed the limit of $250,000 for the transaction given below, then he have to take permission from RBI before doing that transaction. So the list of transactions are as follows. First, A is personal visit to a country except Nepal or Bhutan, as India thought that they are his own, and the currency that run in that country were not only other than rupee. So the first is foreign personal visit to a country other than Nepal and Bhutan. Second is gift or donation. If you want to gift a donation abroad, then you are allowed to take you are allowed to draw foreign exchange up to $250,000. Third is immigration, that is permanent settlement of a foreign country. And the fourth is education, for educational purpose. And for fifth is foreign education, studying abroad. This is fourth. And fifth is for medical treatment abroad, expenses related to the medical treatment abroad. And the next one is going abroad to accompany the relatives. And seventh is transfer for business, attending conference. I'm forgetting these last 2 points. So in next video I am first let me remember that points, then I'll be able to explain them in detail and without any doubt. So we move to second part of it, which is of body corporate. So this is very complicated part because there is a very specific limits which are set, and there is in the option in between inside the point. For example, let us go into it without wasting any time. The first is donation. Donation for, it has again 3 sub points. First is donation for the creation of fund, creation of seat in a reputed education institution. Second, donation for the contribution of fund other than investment fund for promoting education institution. Third is donation for the contribution to a technical institution in which the in the field of the in the field in which the donor company is in. That means if a body corporate donate for the creation of seat in a reputed education institution, or he make a donation for the creation of fund which is not an investment fund for the promotion of educational institution. And the third, if you want to donate for the contribution to the fund of technical company in the same field in which donor company is in. For example, donor company is in tire manufacturing, so he make donation to abroad to that company who is also engaged in tire manufacturing. So this is it means when it says that in the same field. So if a body corporate want to do these transaction, then the permissible limit is 1%. Remember, 1% of if the amount exceed 1% of past 3 years foreign exchange earning, or $5 million. That is, let us make it clearly, if you have $5 million or 1% of the foreign exchange earning of the previous 3 years, whichever is lower, suppose this is lower, so this amount is X. If you want to make donation more than the X amount, then you have to take permission from RBI. So let us do it again. If a person has the amount is $5 million or 1% of the previous 3 years foreign exchange earning, whichever is lower, the lower amount. And if you want to make a donation of the amount which exceed that lower amount, then it has to take permission. This is first. Second point is commission per transaction for the sale of the residential commercial flat in India to PROI. And for such transaction, commission is paid at higher and if the amount of commission exceeds the higher of 5% of the inward remittance, or $1 million. Let's do it simple. If a person has it also has two options. First is 5% of the inward remittance, and the next option is 1 million. And if the amount which is higher between these two is taken as the amount, and if a body corporate want to make a remittance which exceeds the higher amount, then it has to take permission. This second. Third is easy. Remittance for the consultancy related to infrastructure, and here it is if permission is taken in which the remittance is more than $10 million, that is 1 crore. The next is remittance for the commission of related to other activities, and if the amount exceeds $1 million. And the last one is last one I am forgetting what is the last point. And so this is one more point, and I know the amount, and it is 5% of the investment that came, or 10k, that is 100k, that is 1 lakh US dollar, or 5% of the amount that came as investment, whichever is higher. and the amount exceeding that higher amount, and if it exceeding that higher amount, then you have to take permission from RBI. So these are the few points, or these are the 5 transactions which are in which body corporate have to take permission from RBI if it remits the amount which is uh, exceeds the amount as prescribed by the RBI FEMA Act. So this is for today. Tomorrow it's take for me 1 more days to complete this chapter, as there is only one aspect is left, which is capital account transaction, permissible and prohibited. Permissible for PRI, PROI and prohibited. So these are the one topic which is left, and tomorrow I am going to finish it. So thank you. This is for today. Thank you.